Good morning. Let's go through a couple more totes today. I do have two of the totes labeled as 12 and 13. This other one is just scrap cakes that I wound up from oddballs that I found, stuff like that, and a couple of cakes that were just leftover extras. I have approximately 5 of these cakes, and I say approximately, and this is red heart cherry. So I have approximately 5 of those cakes there, and those are going in that tote. Then I have 2 of the dark raspberry. And as you know, I had the green that I used in my blanket. That is what's left. That's going in the tote as well. I have one of the red heart speckles that I wound up into a cake, so that's going in the tote. And then I have approximately, I have 2 small and 1 really small of that denim that I had purchased at Dollar Tree, and that is going in the tote. Now, I found 2 cakes of this, and these are just called rainbow cakes. I believe it is nice yarns, but I'm not positive. It's acrylic yarn, and I want to say it's more like a 3-weight, between a 2 and 3 weight. And it is rainbow, has the gray, the greens, and a sort of a white, and does have a little bit of stellina in it. So it's got a little bit of sparkle there. I have 2 of those. Okay. Now I have a little bit of a mix here. I'm not real sure what this is. I think this is Pretty in Pink by Red Heart. So there is a cake of that. There is a cake of the tourmaline. It's a partial skein, so there's that. This was just a mix of some odd ones that I found. Have no clue what those colors are, and that's okay. And then I have one in the cafe latte. I have 2 in this, and I have no idea what color this is. I want to say that it might be sand. Don't quote me on that. It does feel like a red heart yarn. It is acrylic. I did test it, but I have no clue what the name of this color is. There was no band on it. I'm sure it's probably something I either picked up, someone gave me because it was a partial, or got it at Scraps and Skeins. Do have another of this color, and it's not cafe latte. So I don't know what the color is. What are you doing, Missy? Then I have the rest of that. This is the Red Heart Off-White. This, I believe, is Gold by Premier. Have a Red Heart Bright Yellow. Then I have a mix of greens that I just wound up together. This is puzzle yarn. think it's Domino's, not positive. Then I have a off-white and a Premier Americana on the outside of this one. Have a dusty pink. That one almost feels like it is Stitch Studio, but I don't have a band for it. I have a real pretty sky blue. Have no clue what that is. Feels like it might be a Stitch Studio. And those are probably some leftovers that I had, you know, roaming around. This is a mixed cake of a gray and some mainstays in those blues. Have a gentle white left over. And then I have a mix of one of the Red Heart sprinkles. It's the white one with the sprinkles, and a mix of, I love this yarn, shades of blue, and then of course just an outer grayish blue. This one is a mix of, I have no clue what it is, but I actually think this is probably a mix of the Sheepy's acrylic yarn. You know, when you got those little bitty balls at Hobby Lobby, when they sold the kit with all of them. I believe that's just a mix of all the leftovers that I had from making projects. What I did is I made a lot of baby hats with those, and so I'm sure there were mixed projects left over. And then of course there's the orange that I had wound up, bright orange, and then that what I think is Rockstar. May not be, I'm not going to worry about it. This is a navy blue, and this is a black. And that is it for this first tote. So let me pause you, and I'll get the next tote ready. Tote number 12. All right, we're ready for tote number 12. Tote number 12 has some basic stitch, and this is Gold Mine, and I'm sure it was one of those value packs from Lion Brand that I'd gotten, their Christmas one or whatever. And then there was also Vanna's Choice in what's called lemon pepper. I have 2 skeins of I Love This Yarn, and it is a print in the color green, turquoise, and red, so there are 2 of those. Just go like that. And then there are 2 basic Premier in the color royal blue. There are 2 in Premier Basic Multi in the color Americana. And then I have 3 packs of Red Heart Super Saver in the color Blue Suede. I'm going to put all those packs together in this tote. So I have 9. Actually, I have 10 of those, and you'll see what I mean in a minute, because I have one more just by itself, and that is going in there. Then I have 3 of the Mandela Tweed stripes in the color Wishbone. So I have 3 packages of those. So I have 9 of those altogether. And that is it for this tote. All right, let me get the next one ready. Be back in a moment. And you know, sometimes you find things in a tote you didn't expect. I found this needle case that I had beaded. So yeah, that's gonna go in there. I'd also found this. This was a class that we'd done over at Hoover's with embroidery machine, making a poinsettia. I don't think I'm gonna put that in there. So just thought that was interesting to see that. I have 1 skein of red heart in the color light raspberry. That's going in the tote. I have 1 color of red heart in the color country rose. That is going in that tote. I have 4 skeins of I Love This Yarn in the color dark raspberry. That is going in this tote as well. And then I have, it looks like I only have 1 of these in the Stitch Studio called Soft Wine. Then I have I have 6 of the Stitch Studio in the color red. So those are going to go in there. Get the other 2. Then I have 1 in I Love This Yarn Light Peach. I have 1 in the color Pastel Peach by Stitch Studio. I have 2 by Stitch Studio of Pastel Coral. And I'm not really sure where those are going to go. Maybe right there. I'm going to get those down in there. There we go. Then I have a package of Stitch Studio samples, mill-ins. And this is a pretty, kind of a dusty rose color. But it's also got some speckles of white, gray in it, a little bit of blue. So that is going in there. I have 2 packages of Lamia Diamond Low Pilling in the color L65065. And that is a dark wine color. So those are going in there. I have 2 the Lamia Diamond Low Pilling in the color L163, which is kind of a coral color. Those are going in there. And then I have 3 left in the Impeccable Loops and Threads in the color Burgundy. So those are going in that tote. And that is it for this tote. I have 1 more tote to show you. It is a small tote. So let me pause this and I'll get it ready to go. Drop the clicker. Actually, it's 2 smaller totes. So I'm kind of going to go through these with you. I have 2 packages of some mill-ins. Supposedly 1 pound acrylic. It looks like it's probably maybe an off-brown taupe. And I have 2 packages of that. And then I have 2 of the Warm Brown by Red Heart. I have 1 and a partial of I Love This Yarn in the color brown. Those are going in there. I have another Red Heart Super Saver in the color Cafe. Well, no, this is warm brown as well, but it is a different warm brown. Check out the difference. Yeah, big difference. And then I have a Super Bernat, a Super Value in the color Chocolate. This tote is browns. And then I have 1 brown, and this looks like another same brown. So those are going in there. I have 2 of the, no, I have 3 of this by I Love This Yarn. It's a print, no, it's called Stonewash in walnut. So I have 3 of those. So those are going in there. I have 1, take that back, there are 4 of those. I have 1 Super Saver Stripes in Latte Stripe. And then it looks like I have a Caron Simply Soft, maybe in a tweed. Not sure what they called that, maybe speckle. I don't remember. It's white and browns. I have an off. Nope, you're going out. And I have 1 of these, and I think that goes with one of the other colors in that warm brown. I think that's one of those there. And I think that is that for this tote. Well, maybe these 2 will fit in there. These are some one-offs. These are some of the Katia Cindy yarn in the color, it's called number 8, maybe. Kind of golden green. Those will go in there. I think I can get this other one in there, other 2 in there as well. And then I have the same thing in a different colorway, like a tan. So that'll go in there. And then this tote will be complete. And this one I have named Browns. You know, and a real original name, right? Now this one is a little bit of a mixed lot. It has a little bit of this, a little bit of that. There is a 1 pound Caron in the espresso. There is a 1 pound Mainstays in the color gray. There is a large Red Heart, and this is a very old one, in the color Buff. I have a partial skein of Caron Simply Soft of Caron. And can I find the name on this one? maybe, in the color taupe. Then I have a nice big camouflage. It is a little bit of a, apparently I started a project, so I'm going to have to unwind that one. And it's Red Heart Super Saver in the Jumbo. So there's that. Then there is a Bernat Super Value, and I know that I picked this up at Scraps and Skeins. And I believe the colorway is Redwood Heather. That is the color on it, Redwood Heather. It's a pretty color. And I'm not sure, that's not the same tone. This is one of those partial skeins I picked up at Scraps and Skeins as well. Looks like it might be a red brick. I have a partial skein of Bernat in the color Taupe Heather. I have a full skein of Red Heart Fall. Some little smaller skeins. And then I have a partial of a dark avocado of Red Heart. Don't you wish they bring back that avocado? I do. It's a pretty color. Then I have 3 partial balls of Woolies Thick and Quick. Well, 3 and a partial. 3 and a partial ball in the color Jungle. So there are 3 going into there. And then the only thing left are, I have 2 more of the Katia. One in that yellow gold, and then in a, no, this one is in Katia. This is Patton's Angora Bamboo. And it is in the color Laurel Leaf. But this is one of those Katia, kind of a ribbon chain yarn. And that is it for this group of totes. I do hope that you did enjoy seeing it. It's been a lot of fun going through them, seeing what I have, what I don't have. I knew there were some things in here that were questionable. One of those that I pulled out was a rug yarn. It is a brown rug yarn, and I won't be keeping that just because I don't like working with the rug yarn. So that is it for this round of totes. See you again for the next round. All right, everybody, have a great week. Bye.